Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be kind of like a market open coverage type video, but of course, if we title that, nobody will watch. But actually, we're going to talk about Tesla again, and so I have decided I'm going to have a positive outlook today. I've decided when I woke up this morning, I'm going to have a positive mindset. So I'm saying by the end of 2024, Tesla is going to be back up to $18, and it's still going to pay 70% in dividends. How is that going to be possible? Magic, right? Actually, no. There's a couple things that would have to happen for this to take place. So let's go look at the chart on it. And what will have to happen, obviously, the underlying being Tesla will have to run up probably to its 2021 highs within 1 year. So that's going to be tough. And obviously, our first headline that we have here on Yahoo Finance is not going to bode well for us on that. It says, inflation comes in hot, defying forecasts for a faster slowdown. So that's not good. So I would anticipate, I haven't looked too much at the market today, but I would anticipate we're way down. And sure enough, over here to the right, the S&P is down. Look at that number, 69.69. How about that? Um, the Dow is down 530. The Nasdaq is down, holy shit, 256. The Russell 2000 is sadly just fell below 2000 because of inflation coming in high. So this isn't going to bode well for us, but we're still going to try to stay positive, right? So for the underlying to get back to $18, which would be awesome, we would just take Tesla stock and divide it by 10, and that would be $18, right? Just a joke. But if you look at 2021, we were at almost $400 a share. If we could get back to that steadily, not a rapid increase, there's two variables. It's the underlying going up and how it goes up. Those are the two things. So if it ran up rapidly, like if we had a great earnings report, we wouldn't be able to capture a lot of the upside, depending on Jay's team, how well they're able to execute the trades, roll the options and stuff, roll up, so to speak, as the premiums get higher. Um, so the best thing for us for our dividends and for our payouts to stay solid and for the underlying to go up is for the premiums to get bigger, meaning the underlying stock has to go up, right? So Tesla obviously has been in trouble the last 6 months or so. There's no real way to sugarcoat that one. We've had some run ups in between. If we look where we were in July, we peaked at like 283. And I have to say, some of my core followers that have been talking about this, they called it. They said Tesla will be below 200 before it goes above 300. And they were spot on. They said that last summer. So one of them, I just reviewed their portfolio yesterday. So I got to say, my followers, they've been coached up well. They definitely are a testament to how good of a coach I am, right? Just kidding, of course. These people knew investing way before they found me. Let's see here. TNA is down. I know. And I was just talking about that yesterday. So here's the thing. I unfortunately I have like no like short-term market moving ability. If there is any, it's in the opposite direction because I just got some options on the MSOS yesterday, and that one dropped like almost $1 yesterday after I got in. So I feel like I do well as a long-term investor, but short-term, like there's just no timing on my part. So of course the TNA, of course I would talk about that yesterday, and it would be down. But of course there's a lot of exogenous factors outside of just me talking about it. I'm just one person after all. Oh, look who's on. Varden is up early. Yeah, well, not only do I love the stock, but the YouTube audience loves it too. So, um, I am a little bit, I guess, obsessed with Tesla. I don't drive one. Um, the cars, honestly, they have some hangups, I have to say. I mean, I have a lot of friends that have them. There's a lot of people in my neighborhood that have them. I think it's a nice product. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not ready to make that leap yet. Maybe, how about this? If the stock gets back to $400, if I make enough in Tesla stock to own a Tesla, then I can assure you I will consider buying one. I can definitely assure you all of that. Oh, your average price for TNA. Oh, you got in lower than me. Good for you. All right, you're gonna sidetrack the coach here for a second. Good buying opportunity to get back in. Oh, yeah. Well, and that's the other positive too, since we are in such a positive mindset today despite the market being in the red. Our mindset is in the green, and that's key, right? Because mindset is everything. Um, okay, so yeah, you could look at it like Varden said. It could be a great buying opportunity to scoop up some shares. Now, I would agree more with what Blake said. Like, if it got down to 50, if Tesla got down to where its intrinsic value actually is, I would scoop it up in a heartbeat. Because it's still, believe it or not, it's still overvalued. So now look at this. This has got to be, oh, it's already showing future dates because I'm like, wait a minute. The 15th hasn't even, the 14th and the 15th are like the tomorrow and then the day after tomorrow. Um, okay. So yeah, we're down today, 332, 329. Now let's look at Tesla, our favorite ETF in the whole world, right? So Tesla is, ooh, 859. Just keeps on. Cue the air raid siren music. Just kidding. We'll spare you all from that. Oh, it just went up. Look, now I have upside market moving ability because I'm talking about it and it went up. Okay, so we're actually, here's the good news. On the downside, we're outperforming uh, Tesla right now because Tesla is down 1.7%. This one is only down, Tesla's only down 1.26. So that's good news. Check this out for one day. We had a little bit of a U-turn here. Oh, wait, this was pre-market. I got to get used to this new Yahoo format. Everything always changes. Do you all notice that? You get used to something and it's like it just always changes. Like where I do videos from always changes. The websites I use change. Like the only constant is the price of Tesla always changes. The only constant in life is change. Even me, sometimes I'm holding a pencil in my hand, sometimes I'm holding nothing, sometimes I'm holding a pen. Who knows? It's like everything's different from day to day. Anyway, long story short, so this is showing, this is weird. This is like pre-market here. Look at that U-turn. That's literally like the letter U in the chart. We need somebody to chart that out for us. Let's see here. It won't. Well, it probably won't, but it's nice to hope that it will, right? Oh, by the way, you know what? Thanks for the reminder. So I am going to start using Seeking Alpha a lot more because I have an affiliate link now. So if any of you actually want to sign up for it through the coach's affiliate link, that is going to start being in the description of every video. I agree with you, Varden. You definitely know your stuff. Have cash on hand for the dips. Anyway, okay. So yeah, we did have a little bit of a U-turn here. So like I said, the things that would have to happen, and it's not looking, or it's actually looking less likely right now. Tesla would have to get back up to its 2021 highs, which actually were all-time highs. Um, Back in November, that was November of 21. It was like 407 at its high. Now, if we were all the way down to here where we were in 2018 and 2019, we're in big trouble. We would be we would be in big trouble here. We don't want that to happen. But if Tesla ever did get that low, I don't know if they were ever that low again, they may be on the verge of bankruptcy. Although I don't think that would happen, I'd probably scoop up some shares. At least if I bought it cheap, it'd be less money lost if it's a total loss. So, like I say, look on the bright side, right? And crude oil is up 17 cents. So that price will be reflected at the pump immediately because that's what happens. When it's up instantly. When it's down, it's very slow to come down. Gotta love how that works. Okay, so yeah, our prior like 5-year low was 2022, 108. This is funny because this was after Tesla had actually launched, which Jay has said they picked the worst time to launch Tesla when they launched it, November of 22, because yeah, it fell, but then it did recover. So these can recover. I mean, we've actually seen Tesla get back to, I want to say it actually got back up to $18 a share if we look here. From where we were, watch this, where we were in January of 23. And then we went back up to here. So we had a couple of little bit of recoveries here. And then we dropped to 13. And then we came back up all the way to um, the infamous $18 a share that I talk about. But since then, it's been kind of like a steady decline from there. So, anyway, long story short, it's going to take some pretty extraordinary things to happen for Tesla to recover back to $18. Yeah, it'll get back to 10 certainly, way before it gets back to 18. Beto. Oh yeah, I haven't looked at Beto for a while. Is that one dropping too? I have some Beto. I like how it pays dividends. It's the ProShares fund family, which is one of my favorites. It's a coach's favorite. Um, it pays dividends and it has been going up. So it's down a little bit. I'm actually looking here. It's down slightly. Let's share this again really quick here. I'm go for another few minutes here with you all. Let's see. So here is Beto. Yeah, so Beto is down slightly. What else do I want to look at here? Okay, so that's Beto. Stop sharing that. I'm going to go to the YieldMax site real quick. Let's look at the positions, the underlying, not the underlying, but the synthetic positions for TSLY. Here we go. By the way, we did confirm that Jay will be back on the channel in the very near future, possibly within the next month. So look for that. More details to come. And oh, look, now the coach has upside market moving ability. Well, that's good. See, things are already turning around. We start live streaming, things start turning around. That's what we want to happen, right? That would be awesome to have that power. If I could have one superpower, I would be a market mover. How's that for a superpower? Be rich, never have to work another day again. Okay, so let's look here real quick. And let's see. We want to look at Tesla, our favorite fund ever created in the history of the world, right? Okay, so yeah, we're still at almost 56%. What I do like the transparency of YieldMax. I mean, say what you will, but they are transparent. They list the QSIP number, they list the inception date, they even list the ticker. It's a joke, of course, but no, they really are. Because if we look down here, um, they show how bad the NAV is eroding compared to the market and see that. But no, what I really want to show you all as far as their transparency, they've got all of the positions listed here. See, they've got the puts, the 185 put, the 220 put, the treasury bills, 195 call, 197.50 call, 185. So they've got all the positions that the fund is in. So you can follow, you can even download the intraday trades if you so wanted to. So there's that. So yeah, like I'm saying, it's going to be an uphill battle. It's going to depend on, like I've been saying, interest rates, which it certainly doesn't look like we're going to be cutting interest rates anytime soon, especially with the news today about inflation not slowing down, which I'm glad the news finally reflects the reality because I think we all have seen, especially since the beginning of the year, if anything, inflation has probably sped up. So at least we have a headline today that kind of reflects that reality. But that doesn't bode well for cutting interest rates because that means we're going to actually probably stay where we are, at least. Hopefully, we won't increase more because that'll cause the market to go down even further. It could even result, if that happens for a couple months or a couple quarters in a row, it could result in that infamous R word. Of course, recessions. We have ever changing definitions of recessions, but I mean, it could happen. I mean, one day there probably will be another one. We can only paper over so much, of course. But anyway, yeah, so interest rates are unlikely to start falling, so that's not going to bode well for Tesla. If they did fall, that would create, macroeconomic pressure upward, like we've seen in 2020 and 2021, on all stocks, including Tesla. That's what partly helped it to get to 400. Because, like I say, you have systemic and unsystemic factors. One is the market as a whole, one is the firm specific. So obviously Tesla was doing some good things during those years. They put out a lot of cars, they produced a lot of good products. Um, they've got to get back to that. Elon Musk probably has to focus more on Tesla itself. So that's firm specific stuff. And then as far as macroeconomic, rates would have to fall, right? Anyway, all right, you all. Thank you all for tuning in. Had good participation today, especially from a few of you. So I definitely will mark down you all's attendance points for class today. And let's see, we'll do one more comment. Now we need to wait another 6 months before the rate decreases. At least 6 months. It's going to extend at least to 6 months. So I would think close to the election they might start cutting, or even before. But we'll see. Anyway, all right. Thank you all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. By the way, join the Discord. We are doing portfolio reviews. I've done like 3 already. Really good stuff. So if you want yours reviewed, join the Discord. Private message me, and I'll be happy to review it on here. So thank you all so much. I will see you all this evening. Take care and have a great trading day. Happy investing.